how I got basically kidnapped in Miami. It's Marissa and we are back with another video. This video is gonna be a story time, and if you guys know anything about my story times, they're crazy. I have so many crazy story times. I will link more of my story times down below or at the end of the video if you guys are interested or if you like this video. Also, if you guys are new here, hi, my name's Marissa. I do a new video every single Thursday, so make sure you guys are subscribed. The subscribe button's right down below and click the bell next to it so you guys get notified when I upload. Also, I will have my TikTok right here and then my Instagram right here, and I will have all my other social media links right down below. Little self promo. Check me out, follow me, that way we can stay besties, okay? You probably already see the title, so you know what this is about. Also, if you're my family, turn this off. You're gonna absolutely hate this entire video because you're gonna think that I am an idiot, which I am. This is gonna be the story time of how I got basically kidnapped in Miami. Let me just set the scene for you, okay? Now, first off, just a side note, I did put Miami. This actually took place in Fort Lauderdale, where that's at. It's close to Miami. It's not quite there in Florida. Miami just fit better in the title, so that's why I did that. So that is a little bit of clickbait, but that's the only real clickbait here, okay? Yes, so just to set the scene, I was not even 21. I think I was 18, 19, and I was not even living in Florida yet. So if you guys know, like, if this is not your first video for me, you know that I lived in Florida for a little while, but this was before I even lived in Florida. So I was still living in Ohio. I was in cosmetology school. My mom actually lived in Florida at the time, and my friend from cosmetology school went with me to Florida to like visit my mom, and my mom had a like work thing that she had to stay in Fort Lauderdale for, got like a free room. So we were there, and she's like, do you guys, she didn't live in Fort Lauderdale either, so she was like, do you guys want to stay with me? Like, the room's free, I have work stuff to do, but you guys can run around and do whatever you want. So we were like, yeah, like, let's go. Okay, yeah, so that's the setting. I'm younger. My friend is also older, so she was like, I know she was at least 21. I think she was 21. This friend, I'm not friends with her anymore. She was wild. I was not really friends with her for a long time. I had met her in cosmetology school, and I was still in cosmetology school. I had probably only known her for like 4 months, but I really knew this girl was crazy. She would do crazy, impulsive things. Like, she was just not really good at thinking, and I obviously wasn't either because I chose her to be my friend, and I would just like tag along. I thought she was cool. She's like 21, and I was like running around doing stuff to try to keep up with her, and like, anyway, she was not a good friend, basically, and she was not a good influence. But I do take responsibility. Obviously, she was my friend, so whatever. Anyway, I remember being in Fort Lauderdale, and we had just got there, and my mom had to go do her like work stuff or whatever, and we were gonna like go walk to get food. Well, no, okay, back up. I remember being on the beach. We were like walking on the beach because the hotel was right on the beach, and we're walking on the beach, and I remember saying, I told her some story about how like, oh, if we talk to the guys that do like the banana boats and whatever. I went on a vacation when I was like 16, like in high school, and one of the guys had like come up and talked to me, my friend, and let us do the banana boats for free. And she's like, oh yeah. So we're like, we didn't even plan that. I just remember talking about it, and then the guy that was doing the little stand with like the banana boats and like the jet skis or whatever, he like calls us over and is like trying to talk to us, and he's all like, yeah, like, you know, I'll be here tomorrow, come back and we can like ride, like I'll let you guys ride the jet skis for free or whatever. Like, okay, cool. But we had like met, so we're talking to him for like probably 10 minutes tops. Then we leave, we're going back to the room, we're like, okay, we're kind of hungry, but there was really nothing like right there, so we're like, we're gonna walk to go get food, because everything was kind of like a 15-minute walk, which is kind of far. It might have been even like a 30-minute walk. So we were like, we'll just walk, we have nothing to do, we had no car or anything, so we're like, we'll just walk. So we're walking to go get food. Next thing I know, we are not even leaving the whole hotel like parking lot area. Like, we're just getting to like the main street to even start this adventurous walk to go get food, right? And these guys pull up and they're honking their horn. They're in a truck, and I will never forget, they open their door, they're like, come, or they roll down the window and they're like, come with us, like, where are you guys going? And we're like, we're gonna go get food. Like, these are strangers, okay? We're like, we're gonna go get food, whatever. She's the one talking to them. Like, me the whole time, I'm like, oh my god, why are you talking to strangers? What are we doing? She's like, we're getting food, all this stuff. And then they're like, oh, come with us. This girl, without even thinking, hops in the truck, right? Just gets in the car. Doesn't know these guys. We don't even know their name. We talked for 2 seconds because that like a red light. So like, you can imagine there's no conversation being held right here. She hops in their truck. And me, I'm like, me now, okay, grown, thinking responsibly. If I had a friend do that, I am so sorry. I'm gonna let her go in the truck and I'm gonna stay behind and call the cops or something and tell her to get her ass back there, because I'm not hopping in the truck behind her. But me at 18, 19, however old I was, yeah, I hopped right in the truck with her. The whole time though, I was like, girl, what are you doing? But like, my first reaction was just like, go with her. So I get in the truck with her. We turn and we realize, thank God, well, it doesn't really actually make it better, but the guy in the middle, not the driver, is the guy that we met on the beach. So they clearly live there, they work there. But yeah, he's the guy that did the jet skis. He was younger. He was probably, I would say like 20. But he was definitely younger-ish, like more around our age. And we're like, oh my God, it's the guy that like, we just met you. And he's like, oh yeah. But we didn't know this beginning, so it doesn't make it better, okay? It does not make it better. She like just wants to run around right now. But yeah, the guy driving was his cousin or his brother. I really can't remember, to be honest. He was older. He was probably like 27 to like 30, I'd say. Like, he definitely looked, I don't know exactly how old he was, but he definitely looked older. I would probably guess, if I had to guess, like 26, 27. He was definitely older. He was the guy driving. They take us to some Mexican restaurant. To be honest, I was just trying to like, I was like thinking about it and I was like, okay, maybe this is fine. Like, we really are getting food. I'm trying to like calm myself down because the whole time I'm freaking out. Also, oh, I'll never forget this. He's driving his truck like a freaking maniac. Like a maniac. Like, I was like, we're gonna die. Like, he is speeding, going like 100 miles an hour. I was like, we're dying. We go to this Mexican restaurant and we're just like sitting there eating. We're like talking to them. We're like, okay, cool. Like, they're really, I'm thinking in my head, trying to calm myself down, like, okay, we're really just like sitting here eating. This is fine. Like, maybe they're cool guys, you know? I can't remember if they paid for the meal or not. I guess that doesn't matter. I think they did, which was probably a mistake in itself too. We should have paid. So after that, they're like, oh yeah, like, what do you guys want to do next? And in my head, I'm like, we gotta go. Like, I'm freaking out. We got food, let's go back. My friend, being absolutely crazy, she like wanted to like keep doing stuff with them. And they're trying to keep hanging out. At this point, it's dark out. I couldn't tell you what time it was. It was probably like 8 o'clock, maybe 7 o'clock. I don't know. I just remember it was dark out by this time. And they take us to, first they take us back to where they live. And again, he is driving like a complete maniac the entire time. Like, I was terrified in the car with him. Like, I was like, we're gonna crash and die. Completely crazy. He's like, okay, I gotta stop and get something where I live. And then we can go to like this beach area. And we're like, okay. They're like, he's like, yeah, it's like right by where I live. At this point, I'm starting to get kind of like, I want to go, but we're like, okay, like, whatever. We go to where he lives, and it's scary. It was scary. I was scared. And then, so the older guy is giving creepy vibes, and the younger guy is like not creepy at all, basically. The guy that we talked to on the beach, I didn't get any bad vibes from him, but his brother or cousin or whoever he was very creepy. And at this point, I was noticing that he was like creeping me out. And whatever, so we go back to his house, and I just remember being so sketchy. Like, where they lived was super sketchy. And then the older guy's like talking on the phone to somebody. I don't know. I can't really remember everything. Like, this was a long time ago. But yeah, he's talking on the phone to somebody or something. I don't know. And then the younger guy is all like, yeah, like, you know, I sleep on the couch and all this stuff. And I'm like, what goes on here? And then they talking about how they have a roommate, whatever. We're probably at their house for like 20 minutes, like not a very long time. And then we go to walk to this beach area, and it's completely like secluded. Like, we're taking a walk down some like gravel area, and then we end up at this beach, and it was really cool, but like there's like rocks, and it's obviously not a tourist area because there's nobody there. There's not hotels by it. It's pitch black, like it's dark, and they're telling us that there's like all these rocks and they're saying something about like, oh yeah, like there's sharks in there, like this is where the sharks are. And I was like, bro, get me out of here. I don't know. At this point, I'm starting to get actually scared. Like I was like, I want to leave. Like this is creeping me out a lot. Mind you, I was uneasy about the whole entire experience, but like this is when I started to be like, we gotta go. Like I'm not feeling right. Whatever. They're saying they're talking. We are probably there for like a good hour sitting on the beach. And at this point, I'm like, look, I could tell that even my friend who was scared of nothing was getting freaked out, and we like wanted to leave. They're like just continuing to talk for like an hour, and we're like, oh my God, we want to go. And I had said, I think we were like texting each other. I can't really remember how we came up with this plan because they're in front of us the entire time. But I remember being like, oh, my mom, like, we're here with my mom and she just, she's looking for us. So we're going to go back. Like, do you think you can take us back type of thing? Also, guys, this is before Uber was as big as it is. So keep that in mind. We couldn't just like randomly Uber either. Uber was a thing for sure, but it wasn't how it is now. Like now it's like everybody's first instinct is like, I'm an Uber. Like this was a while ago because I'm 24 now, and this was when I was like 18, 19. So it was a while ago. Yeah, so whatever. So we're trying to say something, and the one guy, not the guy that we met on the beach, the younger guy, the older guy, he's all like, oh man, like who can't, like just tell her you're hanging out with your friends, like, you know, I'm not taking you back, like just hang out with us, I'll take you back in a little while, like making it super weird. And at this point I'm getting terrified because I was like, oh my God, like now they're not gonna take us back. Like this is where I'm like, oh no, like we're gonna die. And I'm getting super scared. Mind you, I couldn't tell you what my mom was doing and why nobody was looking for us, for real. But, because we have probably been out for hours at this point. But yeah, so we're like trying to hold on, because he's like, I'll take you back in a little bit, like calm down. And we're like, okay, let's like try to wait it out, I guess. Which is stupid right there too. But like, what are we supposed to do? And you could see like down the beach, but it was far. Like we were far from where we were staying. So we're like trying to wait it out, and then we're like telling the other guy, like, you know, can you tell your brother, your cousin or whatever to like take us home, please? Like I'm like lying, I'm like, I'm gonna be in so much trouble, like all this stuff, and they're still not taking us back. And I would say we were probably with them on that beach for like 2 hours, and they finally are like, yeah, I'll take you back. And we start walking back to the apartment that they stay at, and he's still not taking us back. Like, it's not like we just hopped in the car and left. Like, we're still waiting at the apartment. And it's awkward. We just met them, but we're like, bro, can you please take us back? And at this point, I'm getting genuinely scared of him. Like, he had scary vibes. Like, he was really not trying to take us back. And he just kept being like, no, like, just wait. Like, calm down. You're overreacting. Like, it's not a big deal. Calm down. Like, tell your mom. It's fine. All this stuff, right? Like, he is not just like, I don't know. So at this point, I'm like, oh God, like, we're gonna die. This is where we get kidnapped and, like, sex trafficked or whatever because we're freaking idiots who got in a random ass car. Why would we do that? Like, we're freaking idiots. And again, this is not like Uber times where we would just have called an Uber, or else obviously we would have done that. Mind you, my mom had no idea where we were, so it wasn't like I was gonna be like, hey, we need help. And to be honest, we didn't have that relationship where I could have been like, I messed up. So I just was like, we're gonna wait it out. Like an idiot too, still an idiot. Like if you guys are ever in actual trouble like that, take the L, call your parents, like get in trouble. It's so worth it. He eventually I think he brought us back. I'm trying to remember I literally blocked this out of my memory for so long because it's not even like, who can I blame? Who can I blame? I'm the idiot that got in the stranger's car. A stranger's car. Why would I get into a complete stranger's car and go on a drive with them? I don't even live there. Like an idiot. That's idiot behavior. Anyway, I think we had waited like a whole nother hour, and then finally he had taken us back, but he was weird the entire, bless you, babe. He was weird the entire drive. He's saying all this stuff, and then I'm lying on my ass. I'm like, yeah, we'll meet up with you tomorrow. Like, we know you work right there on the beach. We'll totally hang out tomorrow. He finally takes us back to the hotel, and we like fucking run in away from them, terrified. Because like, I wish I could explain better how weird this guy was. Like, it was not, you know, especially as a woman, you know, like you have like a different sense in your body when men are weird, if that makes sense. Like, you just know, and you know to trust your gut on that. Like, you know when a guy is being fucking weird to you. So like, that's the feeling of uneasiness that we had from this guy. And my friend freaked me out the most because she was also scared, and like I said, this girl was absolutely crazy. Like, she never got scared of anything. So the fact that we were both like, oh my god, like, I was always like the mom friend who's like terrified of everything, and she's like, it's fine. Be the mom friend. Listen to your gut. Don't follow your friends. When they made up that saying of, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you? Don't jump off the bridge if it's getting into a stranger's car, okay? If your friend is stupid, you don't be that stupid with them. Let them be stupid, and then you call for help for them so you can go rescue them from their stupid behaviors. If that's anything I learned. But I remember them taking us back. I don't remember the exact conversation. He did kind of just like let us go, and then we avoided the beach the entire rest of the time because we were terrified. But yeah, that was basically what happened. We didn't actually get for real kidnapped. Well, we did, because he would really not take us back. But like, thank God we made it out of that alive. Like, when you know that TikTok sound, like, God, I can't think of how it goes, but where people are saying all the dangerous stuff they did, like, that's exactly what like triggered this memory, because I was like, I literally forgot that I did this. I don't think anybody know. I don't think I've told anybody. Like, I never ended up telling my mom. I never told any of my family, I probably told a couple friends because I thought it was funny once I thought about it, but like, I really was like, oh, nobody's gonna know how much of an idiot I was, because what can you say back to that story except you're really fucking stupid. But yeah, that's, in conclusion, do not, I repeat, do not ever, under any circumstances, get into a random man's car in Fort Lauderdale, in Miami. Don't do that, asking to be kidnapped. Like, I really think if we would have like gotten drunk, because I think they did buy alcohol, and I didn't drink really at that age, but I think, like, honestly, if we would have stayed there and gotten drunk and like drank the alcohol, like, something bad would have happened for sure. Be safe, guys. Don't be stupid. This story time's like funny now to me because it's so insane, but it's really not that funny. Like, be careful and don't be stupid and be smart. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want more crazy story times, I've done a lot of stupid shit, so let me know. I will think of something that I've done that's ridiculous. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and make sure you guys are following all my other social media links. But yeah, I will see you guys next Thursday. Peace out.